welcome back. This is my version of a flower arrangement using the pumpkin wreath forms from Dollar Tree. I know a lot of people are like cramming candles in theirs, and I wanted something a little bit different. So I put one of these little hanging lanterns in mine. Yes, I apologize for the length of this video, but you know what? There's a lot of steps in this one. So hang on and I will show you how I made it. All right, y'all, let's get started. So first off, what you're going to need, 2 of these wire pumpkin forms from the Dollar Tree. You're going to need some floral wire to hold them together. You're going to need a hot glue gun and glue sticks. Look in the description box below. I'll link to my favorite one and where you can get it. You're also going to need several packages of this nautical rope from Dollar Tree. Now, I know they used to be 13 feet and then they went down to 9 feet. Well, in my store, when they just restocked, they were all 13 feet. So I have a whole bag full of these. And at this exact moment, I don't know exactly how many I'm going to use. But of course, I will tell y'all later. I have a few blocks of this floral foam. I also have this little lantern because I want it to kind of like dangle down from the center. I had this battery powered LED votive candle. And this came from Dollar Tree. That came from Dollar Tree. I think everything here is from the Dollar Tree. I don't think I've used anything that's not Dollar Tree, except for my glue gun. Over here, I also have a big bag of artificial flowers, pumpkins, all kinds of stuff to decorate the inside. So I'm going to get this out of the way so that we can get started on the good stuff. I also have one of these little signs, which I'm thinking about using as the base for the pumpkin, you know, so it can have something to sit on. We'll play with this later and see what we come up with. But anyway, first off, I could have cut the tags off, couldn't I? Darn it. I got a whole stack of these. I just didn't think about that. Okay, so first off, let me say that I want, like I said, this lantern, I want it to hang down from the center. Let's put this one off to the side. And I know that this is an odd angle, but this is the best that I can do with my setup. Now inside here, I've already been playing with this. If this little lantern is kind of dangling from the top here, it's kind of low right here. And then once you get in that block of foam and then get all your flowers put in, I think that this little lantern is going to be hanging just a little bit too far down. So what I want to try to do is I'm just going to try to cut the handle right about there. There we go. All right, now let's see about how far. I think that'll do it. And now I'm just going to try to unbend this right here. See that? I'm going to try to unbend that. And then we're going to take this one here and we'll just bend it around a little bit. See if I can get it straight here. Just enough to hook back on there, okay? Now let's bend the other side the same way. Just bend it inwards. Oh, I didn't get a good grip. I've got to get a grip. I tried to do this without chipping all the paint off. Well, I just chipped some of the paint off, but I got some black acrylic paint over here. I can go back and redo it. So then I'm going to take my pliers, and I'm just going to take those itty bitty little pieces off right there. And then I'm going to hook this one to it, squeeze this. See, just hook it right in there. And then squeeze it with my pliers and tighten it up. And now I just made the handle shorter so that it will fit down in my pumpkin. All right, so now we're going to have some floral wire here. And we're going to wire the two edges, the two sides of the pumpkin together. And I know this is going to be kind of hard to see at this angle. But both sides are going to wound up being wired together like this, okay? And we're, like I said, we're going to do that with floral wire. I'm not going to use a pipe cleaner or anything because that would be a little too bulky. And then we're going to take, and I think, you know what? I may just want to wrap the rope first now that I think about it. I'm going to put a blob of hot glue right here. And I'm going to start at the very bottom because this will be covered up. You know, when we set it down on the base, it will be covered up. So I'm just going to squeeze this together and I'm going to hold it until that glue sets up. And then I'm just going to take this rope and I'm going to wrap it round and round and round and round all up this spoke here. And I'm going to do that for every single one of these spokes. Now, yeah, this rope is going to add some bulk and whatnot, but you know what? You're still going to be able to get your hand down in there. Look how far apart that is. And it's fairly bendy. Look how bendy. You can move it to the side to get your hand down in there to decorate them with the flowers. So I'm going to pray that that glue has set up. I think it is. If it's not, we'll just fix it, won't we? I'm trying to not pull it here. Oh, come on, glue. Don't come off. I'm just going to wrap it, and then every once in a while put a blob of glue on it to hold it in place. And this rope is going to be everywhere, and this is going to take me a few minutes. So no, I'm not going to make y'all watch me do this on camera. See, I'm just wrapping it like this. And like I said, every now and again, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, like right there. Just wrap it around and hold it and let that glue set up. Yeah, I know I could have used the thinner twine. I know somebody's going to ask, well, why didn't you use the thin stuff? Because I didn't want to. This is the kind of look that I'm going for, okay? I liked the thicker rope. I like how it looks. So I'm just going to keep wrapping. I'm going to do this with all the spokes. And then when I come back, we will wire these together and then we'll start decorating them. Hang on just a minute. So this is what I have so far, and both of my halves have been wrapped like this. See, this one on the edge is left open. This, all have been wrapped, and this one is left open as well. And you know what? I just realized I don't have my rings on. I've been making this over the course of like 3 days because my littles have had a stomach virus. So, you know, I've really been dragging this out, trying to take care of them and film at the same time. But anyway, so I also have my other half over here wrapped in the same manner. Now, when I pause the video this time and work on it some, I'm going to try to see if I can elevate my camera a little bit more. This is as far up as my boom arm will go, okay? So, like I said in the past, excuse the angle, but I'm doing what I can. So, since both sides have been wrapped, now all we're going to do, like I said, I know this is hard to see. We're going to put them together like this, and I'm going to take some of my floral wire here and I'm just going to like attach them together. Now with the way that these are made, these right here, they're not going to line up perfectly on the bottom. Don't try to get them to line up perfectly, okay? Because then the rest of your piece is going to be all cattywampus and everything, so it's not going to line up right, okay? Hey, it's a Dollar Tree. But anyway, let's see if I can turn this sucker around. Here we go. Oh, for heaven's sake. Come here. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, so let's just take a piece of wire and I'm just going to put right here. And I'm just going to put this wire like every now and again just to kind of help hold it together while I work on it. Okay, so and then I think I want to put, here we go. Let's put another one right here on its little bottom. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take more rope. And I'm going to go around the edges, you know, sandwiching the two of them together all the way around. I want to cover all this up. This is going to be covered. Just wrap it all the way around the edge, coming back up here to the stem. This stem is going to be wrapped in rope as well, okay? And then I'm going to wrap this little part right here, I think. I don't know if I want to do that before or after I hang my little lantern on it. I don't know. We'll see here in a minute. But this is fitting together pretty well. And this over here, it's like it's warped just a tiny little bit, but you know, like I said, it's Dollar Tree, so don't get upset about it. And I'm just gonna put this wire right here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Or let me put one up here as well. Basically, all that I'm doing with this wire is I'm just wrapping around the pieces that like don't really fit together really flush, and we'll go back and we'll trim off like these little scraggly pieces of rope here. I'm just trying to use this wire to just draw them together so that it's easier for me to wrap them with the rope. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that so far. So now, just like I wrapped these pieces here, where's my rope? Where's my rope? Here we are. This is package number 5, and of course I will tell y'all exactly how much I use, you know, when this part is done. But now I think I want to start somewhere down here on the bottom. Stop it. I want to start on its little bottom. I'm just going to put a blob of glue right there. And you know what, let's just put it right here. Now the bottom, if it's a little bit messy down here, don't worry about it, because when I start to fill it in, we're going to put this block of floral foam in there, and then it's going to have flowers and stuff in it. You're not going to see any of this bottom here. And if you're concerned about the top part being a little bit sloppy right here, it's not going to be after we trim it. Okay, it's not going to be sloppy. But if you're worried about that, you know, stick a bow on it, put more flowers on it, you know, whatever you want to do to cover it up. Like I said, it's not going to look that bad once we're done with it. But I'm just going to wait for this glue right here to set up. And then I'm just going to hold it together with my hands, take this rope, wrap it around, just working your way around these little spokes here, all the way back up to the top. When I'm done with that, I'll come back and I'll show you what I'm going to do with this little lantern and the flowers and everything else. So hold on one more time. Okay, yes, I have my camera jacked up a little bit higher. I'm doing the best that I can with the setup that I have, okay? So here is my finished pumpkin, and yeah, all of the little stragglies and everything, I'm going to go back and I'll trim them all off. But this is what my whole pumpkin looks like. See, I went back around the edge and just wrapped it all with the rope. I used 5 packages of the rope, and they were 13 feet each. I wrapped the stem, and then what I did, oh lordy, what I did with the floral foam, I just kind of cut it in half. And then with this little sign here, I glued half of it down into the bottom, because remember I said I wanted to use this as a base. And then I took a pair of scissors and I just kind of carved out a little groove right here, because what I want to happen, we're going to see if we can make it happen, is I want this to fit right down in that little groove, and this is going to make a nice solid base for our pumpkin. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to try to sit back. No, I can't sit back down because then I can't see I can't see the screen on the camera. Anyway, I'll just do this standing up, I reckon. So what I'm doing is, when you're working with styrofoam, it works better if you have a low temp gun. My low temp gun kind of bit the dust, but I gotta get another one. So I'm just putting a whole lot of hot glue in here. And I'm just going to set this. Let me step back and take a look here. I'm trying to get it centered. Okay, like I said, I know this is difficult to see. I'm sorry. Now I'm just going to hold that down in there. And I want that glue to set up. And then, of course, I'm going to go back. And I'm going to put more glue, you know, just to hold it all down. Now I'm going to take this other piece of foam. I'm probably going to trim it down just a little bit, and I'm going to glue it down right to the bottom there. And now all I'm going to do after that is I'm going to take, where is it? I'm going to take my leaves, my artificial leaves. I've got a bunch of artificial flowers from the dollar store, and I'm just going to start sticking them into that foam, just kind of arranging them however I can get them in there. Now I'm going to move this off to the side. I got some spray paint cans. I'm just going to set there to kind of prop it up. There we go. All right. Now, I have a bunch of these little pumpkins and gourds and stuff. A lot of them came from the Dollar Tree, and a lot of them came from Walmart. At Walmart, they are 98 cents. And in my opinion, they look better than the ones from the Dollar Tree. Here's one from Dollar Tree. Let's see. This one is from Dollar Tree. That's Dollar Tree. Let's see. Where's one? Okay, this one came from Walmart. See the difference? It just looks to me like the ones from Walmart have a lot more detail, and they look, I don't know, a little bit better put together, I guess is what you could say. But I'm just going to take the flowers, I'm going to take the pumpkins and stuff, and I'm just going to fill it up. I'm going to move this back into the screen so that y'all can see it. And so I'm just going to glue this down so that I can start just sticking flowers in there. And this is the part that takes me the longest, is trying to decide, you know, where I want the flowers and what I want to set in there. Now here is the little lantern. Remember at the beginning of the video we shortened the handle. I'm going to take a piece of wire. I just want to have this little lantern hanging, let's move over so y'all can see, hanging from this point here where the little stem is. So I'm going to have that hanging there, and I'm just going to attach that with a piece of the floral wire. So let me glue this foam down. I'm going to just start cramming flowers in this sucker. I'm going to throw some pumpkins in there. And I have a package of orange lights. I might put lights in it. I may not. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But remember I said this video is going to have a lot of breaks in it because there's a lot of steps. So let me work on this, and I'll come back here in a minute. Alrighty, y'all, and I think I'm going to call that done. What I did down here, you know, we glued down that foam block, and just around the block, I just crammed in a bunch of leaves, and then I just started using my flowers, just cramming them in, just anywhere I could put them. And then these little guys here, of course, that one came from Walmart. And then these smaller ones I found in a little mixed bag of things at Dollar General for like $3. And I had those, so I decided to put those in as well. And then up top there, I just glued a little pine cone and some berries just to give it a little something something. So there we go. I'm pretty happy with it. So if you would, please give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below, and I hope to see y'all next time.